I'm Katrina, and I'm thrilled to be back for Season 2 of the Lazy Handle Show. For today's episode, I'm going to be showing you my interview that I did with Brad Jacobs, and I'm going to be sharing some of the new team lineup changes. I'm thrilled to announce that Hogline Pro Shop Curling in Ottawa is going to continue to sponsor me this season. Right up there is their logo, if you want to go look them up. Today's shoutouts go to Curling Geek Team Tracker and TSN Curling Team Tracker. They helped me research some of the new team lineups. So the first team is Team Epping, one of my favorite teams. So Craig Saville isn't going to be with the team this season, so Fry is going to be joining. He's going to be playing third. Now there are a few lineup changes, and that could take a while to adjust to. Cam going to second and Lang going to lead. But Fry played amazing with Jacobs at the Briars, so I definitely think Fry is the key for Epping to wear that maple leaf on their back. The next team is Team Jacobs. Kennedy is one of my favorite curlers, and I'm so thrilled that he's joining Jacobs. Jacobs is surprisingly now one of my favorite teams, and I'm so excited to watch them this season. You saw all the exact 4 players together win the Home Hardware Canada Cup, and they beat Cooey, one of the best teams in the whole wide world. So you can definitely tell that this team is going to be phenomenal, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had that maple leaf on their back soon. The next team is Team Woodson. So they have one more team member, well, a new team member on the team, Adam Casey. He played with Gushu for a few years, then he went to PEI, then he went to Saskatchewan, then he went to Ontario, and now he's in Manitoba. So he's been all over, from the west side to the east side to Manitoba now. So I think that'll be interesting, and I definitely think he can bring a lot of experience to this team. Now, Denny Neufeld used to be on this team, but he's taking a little break from curling. And Adam Casey will be playing second for Team Gunlickson. So now on the women's side, we have Team Jones. Not Jennifer Jones, but Caitlin Jones. So on Team Caitlin Jones, we have Flaxy, who is reuniting with one of her former teammates, Clancy Grandy, and Morgan Lavelle. So Morgan Lavelle will be playing lead, Clancy Grandy second, Flaxy third, and Caitlin Jones skip. Now what I thought interesting was I thought Allison Flaxy would play skip because she has played skip for so many years. So if I was choosing the positions, I would probably choose Allison Flaxy to play skip, but they probably have a very good reason why they're putting Caitlin Jones. Maybe they think it just works out better, or I'm not really sure, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see. Now, Caitlin Jones is very young, so I definitely think Flaxy and the rest of the team can bring a lot of experience with Caitlin Jones, and Caitlin Jones has won a few junior titles, so she also has a lot of experience, of course. The next team is Team Walker. Now, last year, Walker's team, I guess, didn't really work out, so she decided to start a whole new team with Kate Cameron and Taylor McDonald. Now, Taylor McDonald and Kate Cameron were on the same team last year, and they're obviously still together. So I think that could work out very well. So there's obviously a connection there. They know each other very well, so that could definitely help the team. And then you have Nadine Scotland. She's also very experienced. She played skip for a few years. She's very good, and that could bring also a lot of experience to the team. And I think this team is going to be good. Then we have Sinclair. Jamie Sinclair will be playing skip, but she does have a few new members. Corey Christensen, who used to play skip on her own American team, but is now playing third for Sinclair. Then we have Vicky Persinger, who actually played for Sinclair 2 years ago and played for Corey Christensen last year. So Vicky Persinger probably knows the back end very well. So I'm very excited to see Vicky Persinger back. And the two Andersons are going to be rotating lead, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be fun. They were on with Sinclair last year, so that can help a lot. And the latest member, I guess, of Team Sinclair is Kathy O. She's going to be coaching Team Sinclair, which is amazing. Very excited. Kathy O has won 5 Scotties. That's a lot. So she can bring so much to this team, and I definitely think Sinclair could definitely get be America at the Worlds and even the Olympics. So my last team is Ballston. So Julie Tippin used to skip this team, but is taking a break from curling, so Megan Ballston has moved up to skip. And then Lynn Kreviazak is joining the team, which is very good. She used to play with Laxey. And then she played with Harrison last year. She was second and now is moving to third, which is cool, right? So she's definitely experienced. She played with Holman. She's played with Laxey. Amazing teams that have been successful. She's won a slam before. She has everything, and that could really help a young team and not as experienced team like Ballston. And then you have Rachel Streibosch and Tess Bobby, who have been playing together for years. They played together in juniors, so I definitely think they work very well together. And then just 2 more announcements I just wanted to say was Michelle Engler. She did retire, but now she's coming back, which I think is fantastic. So Sarah England, Sandra Schmirler's daughter, is going to be playing with Michelle Engler, which I think is awesome. Michelle Engler played against Sarah England's mother, Sandra Schmirler, many times, so I think that'll be really cool. Sarah England's kind of get to learn a little bit more about her mother and stuff, and play with someone that played against her mother. So I think that's gonna be really cool and a really good experience. And Michelle Engler and Sarah England are going to be playing back end together, so I think they're going to have a strong connection there. And then the last announcement I want to make was Casey Scheidegger is pregnant and her baby's due in winter. So her replacements, there's 2. There's Cheryl Bernard and there's Amber Holland. Amber Holland, of course, won the 2011 Scotties for Saskatchewan, and Cheryl Bernard was the runner-up at the 2010 Olympics. And another thing I want to say was Christine Moore actually was with Cheryl Bernard in the 2010 Olympics, so they're going to get to reunite, which I think is going to be really cool and exciting. So that's all the teams. Here's my interview with Brad Jacobs. Welcome back to the Lazy Handle Show. I'm your host, Katrina. I'm here in Moncton, New Brunswick with Brad Jacobs. So how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you? You having fun?
Yes, I'm having lots of fun.
Good stuff.
So I'm really excited about Mark Kennedy joining your team this year. What's one thing that you learned about him that you didn't know before?
Well, I've learned a lot about Mark over the past little while. I think one of the biggest things I've learned is that him and I actually do have a lot in common, and I believe that we're very similar people with some similar values, and I think that that's going to bode really well as a back end together.
Awesome. How has Adam Kingsbury helped your team specifically?
Adam was fantastic last year. A lot of the key things that we focused on with Adam were precision and patience. Those were kind of a couple of the key words that we focused on. I think he was able to really take us from a team that was volatile, lots of ups and downs, to a team that was a lot more manageable and a lot more even keel.
So the Brier has been doing pool play for the last 2 years. Do you prefer pool play or the full round robin play, the old version, and why?
Yeah, that's a good question. I know that Curling Canada has been trying a few different formats over the last couple years. I do like this format that we're playing right now. It would be nice to just figure out a format and stick with it for a while. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure what the right format is. It's up to Curl Canada to figure that out. But whatever they have going on right now, I don't mind it. I think a lot of the players like it as well. And if we can stick with this one for a little bit, I think it would be good. At the end of the day, we've crowned the best champions the last couple years, and I think that that's the main goal at the end of the week.
Awesome. And now we're going to do rapid fire. So you have 2 choices and you have to pick one out of the 2 options.
Okay.
Red rocks or yellow rocks?
Red rocks.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Up one without hammer or down one with the hammer?
Probably down one with the hammer.
10 ends or 8 ends?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'd probably say we're better at 10 ends.
And 5 rock rule or 4 rock rule?
5 rock rule all day long.
Draw for the win or hit for the win?
That's a good question. Kind of depends on the difficulty and how I'm feeling. Draw for the win.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
I hope you enjoyed my interview with Brad Jacobs. I'd like to thank Brad Jacobs for giving his time to do that interview. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.